These people went toe-to-toe with gators. In 2023, police in Tampa, Florida were called to bring in a gator that was roaming the streets. And it was a feisty one. But this officer knew what he was doing.
You see that rope?
He looped the rope around the gator's mouth to drag it out into the street and set it up for takedown.
I don't do reptile drops.
You want to jump on him?
Good job, Luke. I'm proud of you.
Just keep the weight on him.
The officer jumped on the gator's back and held its mouth closed. While alligators have one of the strongest down bites in the animal kingdom, the muscles to open their mouths are pretty weak. So once the officer pinched his mouth shut, the gator was powerless. Other officers came in with duct tape to seal the gator's mouth. Then they waited for wildlife officials to come and haul it away. In 2021, an angry alligator faced off with a dad. His only defense was a trash can. The gator hissed as he was cornered by the fearless human.
Hey, let me know when they ain't going to side. Let me know.
The gator went nuts, thrashing around. And then, mission accomplished. The gator was in the trash can with the lid down. The dad posted the video on Instagram saying, "I got kids to protect."
I was getting ready to play basketball, but long story short, I seen the alligator. I didn't hesitate.
Afterward, he wheeled the gator about 400 yards away, carefully released it, and off it went. Also in 2021, a Utah family was enjoying a birthday party at an entertainment zoo. Then suddenly, an alligator attacked.
Hey, we got trouble in here!
The beast bit down on the trainer's hand, so she jumped into the glass enclosure to gain leverage. That didn't stop the gator from whipping the trainer underwater and getting her in a death roll. That's when a brave dad, Donnie Wiseman, leaped in to help. He got on top of the alligator and held it down. The trainer safely broke free, and Wiseman remained in the enclosure to continue the epic battle with the alligator. The trainer returned to help the dad.
No.
That's when he finally found a way to escape. Afterward, the dad was dubbed Crocodile Donnie, after the famous movie character Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Donnie says he never once felt it was a mistake to jump in the alligator enclosure.
Actually, I didn't really even think about any of that. I needed him to let go. He was gonna take her life if I didn't get in there and get her.
Imagine getting ready to work out and an alligator interrupts you. It happened to Marquel T. White in 2022. He'd been on a fitness journey, and on this particular day, he had a visitor.
I'm a monster!
But I lost 130 pounds within the last year. And that part is where I usually do my pull-ups, and he was in my part.
So he took matters into his own hands, quite literally.
When I got to the part, I heard the gator. The hissing from the gator down in the corner of the park. The first time I ever heard a gator up close. When I heard the hiss from the gator, I felt like the skin on my body melted away. Like the color in my body was literally gone.
But in that moment, fear didn't matter.
But I was able to psych myself out by talking to the gator, telling the gator, hey, I'm not trying to hurt you, I'm just trying to bring you out. Once I grab him with my left hand, there is no stopping until I get him out of this gate, because we're talking about an apex predator here. If he's an apex predator, I must have been an A+ predator that day, because I got him up out of there.
It was no small gator either.
He was a 7-foot gator. But at the moment, to be honest with you, in my eyes, he was not that big of a gator at the moment.
In 2023, an alligator was on the move at an elementary school in Florida, so they called an MMA fighter for help. Mike Dragich took the 10-foot reptile down with his bare hands.
I get there not knowing what I'm expecting, and I get in and I see this monster.
Dragich battled the beast while children cheered him on.
They were an amazing crowd. Super nice. It was unbelievable.
He tried several times to get a pitch pole around the alligator's neck. Then he grabbed it by the tail. Success! The alligator was finally pinned to the ground.
The old 1-2 biggity bangity.
You've had a lot of one-on-one battles, man, but this might have been your toughest. What do you think?
I don't know about that, but it was definitely a tough one, man. Definitely the most memorable for sure.
In June of 2023, a massive gator trekking up a Florida Keys highway brought vacationers and residents to a standstill. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission contacted Pesky Critters Wildlife Control to remove it.
Come up this way and get them against the wall. Maybe they can get traffic by.
Sheriff deputies secured the area so trappers could remove the alligator, but that proved to be a difficult task. The alligator was 10 feet long, and even for these experienced trappers, took more than an hour to subdue. The alligator's snout was taped and the reptile was finally placed on the back of a truck. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.